the Botanic Gardens of Paris. Let's go check them out. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Rose, my pronouns are she, her, and today it's finally time to show you the video that I filmed in the Botanic Gardens of Paris, where we visited last summer. The main reason why I wanted to go to Paris is these greenhouses, the Botanic Garden of Paris. I'm so excited to see it. Betsy Begonia told me this is the most beautiful botanic garden she's ever seen in the world, so that's a good recommendation. We're gonna check it out. These buildings are beautiful. I love the color of the doors, of course, no surprise there. Huge, weird shaped greenhouses, and it's free to enter, so I don't know where to start, but we're in. Woo! Dit vind ik echt een mooie palm. Beautiful palms in this area. And we just realized that there is a tennis court, a Roland Garros tennis court right there in the center, and all around are greenhouses. So that's really cool and weird and different. Tennis plants. Beautiful fern trees. This was Australia. We're now heading to the next area. This is Asia, so that's gonna be good. Wow. Dikke alocasia, huge alocasias right away. Orchids on trees. Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, and Aglaonema, alocasias growing in the water. Big bananas. This looks like maybe a Rhaphidophora decursiva or something. Aeroid spotted in the center there. Maybe that Rhaphidophora decursiva. Actually, this is also a leaf. Look how big. See any more? Yeah, just it. Beautiful palm. This is also Asia. Second Asia part. Oh, there's a big alocasia right there. Jeez. Let's check it out. Wow. Umbrella style. Look at this stem. Alocasia macorizo. Look at this. The biggest alocasia I've ever seen, except maybe the one in the Botanic Gardens in Leiden. Whoa. The stems are super thick. And I noticed at the bottom here, there is some Hoya growing on the forest floor and on the stems of the other plants in Carnosa. So basic Hoya, but still, that's pretty cool. Some beautiful smells over here, so we're trying to figure out which flowers provide that. This is a cool flower. So apparently this plant smell is an important part of the Chanel No. 5 perfume. That's why it smells so nice, maybe. It looks really funky. More alocasias in the back, and then here's an Amorphophallus cognac, one of the big aeroids. At least in the Botanic Garden in Leiden, they're huge. Here it's still a little baby. There's some orchid plants hanging on these beams. And then this one just has a note that says a rare plant was stolen from here. So I think it's the same everywhere then. Here's another Hoya carnosa. And another, oh yeah, what is this one? Australis. African garden. Whoa. Look at this mother of thousand. That must be so annoying to grow here. Because it drops babies everywhere. Hey, this is jouw favoriet. This is my boyfriend's new favorite plant. It's very weird. Pachypodium lamerae. Huge fiddly fig tree. Looking happy. Lots of light. And the last one is South America. Here we go. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Aeroids everywhere. Aeroids everywhere. Aeroids everywhere. This is a beautiful looking, I think it's a philodendron, but I don't see the... Heb je hier van een bordje gezien? I don't see the little sign. But look, really wide sinuses and nice patterns, and it's growing from all places. Little variegated spot right there. Ah, there's no sign. If you know what this plant is, let us know in the comments, or if you think you know. Here's a philodendron rugosum. The pig skin, I think it's called, philodendron. It's quite cool in... I've never touched this one before. I'm not sure if we're allowed to touch plants here, by the way. So I might be naughty. Look at how chunky that stem is. And just beautiful. There's sunlight right hitting on this leaf. Pretty cool. And my boyfriend found this little path where there are a lot more plants worth seeing. Here's the plant from the other side. Oh, look! Pineapple plant with pineapples. Yeah. Little babies. Oh, here's actually philodendron heart-shaped leaf scandens, the one that we all have in our house, only a little bit bigger. Sorry for the backlight situation. Here's, it's growing everywhere. It's also growing up the orchids. Orchids, lots of orchids. There's some noise from the windows opening. Excuse the noise. Lots of orchids over here. And peperomias as well. It seems like they have a lot of peperomias. And then here is a huge Monstera deliciosa. And something else that I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's it. Begonia magnifica. That's weird. And there's a maybe some kind of Adansoni climbing up there. Oh, actually there's a lot of, I think it's Adansoni. And here might be a different form or something else, or just happy with a lot of climbing space. Why are you making such noise? Pachira aquatica, growing fruits. What? Can you see? The backlight is a little bit harsh. Here's another one. What is that fruit? That's so funky. And I found another huge philodendron looking like plant, but I can't see the label. Beautiful, thank you, Latin America. These are the other greenhouses that have the traditional shape. So cool. Let's go check them out. Apparently this is the palm area, Palmerie. We made it through the more modern greenhouse, and now we're at the old-fashioned greenhouses, and they're so beautiful. Even just the building, and also the color, by the way, it's all turquoise. They're amazing. And also the gardens are beautiful. We're just taking a moment to chill before we go in. You may spot some signs on the doors saying that photography and filming is forbidden, but I got permission. Oh, water. That is pretty cool. This palm is looking really funny. Yeah, lots of birds. And then there on the opposite side, there's some aeroids growing on that tree, Syngonium and a Monstera. And I think I see a variegated Monstera there as well, which we're gonna check out from the other side. Whoa, these are beautiful. Look at the leaves. And the colors. Tasmania, Rurata, Ruber. I don't know. This looks amazing. This is the tropical greenhouse with some kind of anthurium growing there. Wow. Chunkiest alocasia standing in the water. That's interesting. Flowering like crazy too. Lots of strelitzias and some cool staghorn ferns. And here's an anthurium cordifolium. Look at these leaves. Beautiful. I'm gonna try and not touch all the plants. Okay, I'm sorry. One of our favorite house plants for a lot of people. This is a Ficus elastica. So that is pretty big. And there was something in the water just there, making ripples. River monster. This is no longer a plant tour. This is a river monster tour now. Squamiferum, chilling. I think they recently cut it and it's growing again now. Big Monstera acuminata growing all over the floor. And a huge Monstera that's also growing everywhere. There as well. There's a million Strelitzia flowers here. I think it's a Strelitzia. But the flowers look different actually. I don't think it's a Strelitzia. Flowers are not Strelitzia-like flowers. These are the flowers, so it's definitely not a Strelitzia, it's something else, but lots of flowers. It looks very cool. Banana. We may have spotted the river monster. Can you see him? Big fish. Hello, Mr. Fish. And lots of little fish as well. Oh, two. Beautiful Aristolochia, a lot smaller than the regular big one that you see, but these are beautifully detailed. And also lots of Epipremnum aureum with really big leaves. Look at this. That's pretty cool. Hello. Oh. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Huh? Look at all of them. This is a real palmery, lots of palms. And this one is actually also beautiful. I don't know what plant this is, but it has beautiful different colors in it. Here's the big Monstera on the other side of the water that we started with. And there's a variegated Monstera. You can see a little bit of the variegation, but not a lot. Whoa. Palm tree galore. There's a beautiful Cycas revoluta here as well. That is growing a new leaf. So pretty. Oh, my favorite flower. One of my two favorite flowers, I admit it. In this part, there are a lot of, I think it's some kind of anthurium growing on the floor. Lots of different kinds everywhere. But this one especially is tickling my fancy. It's beautiful. Look how many. Anthurium, maybe. Alocasia. Philodendron, maybe I wanted to say. There's a definite philodendron. And look at all the little Maranta babies. Oh, that's so cute. Maranta depressa. It's the Marantaceae family. And there's the Maranta cartuviana. Some Ficus deltoideus variegata or triangularis or something. And this, I don't know what it is, but there's a huge thick stem here that's on the floor. And it's growing different new growths. Philodendron, something maybe. So many big plants. Thank you, beautiful greenhouses. We're heading out to the next one because there's a lot of different greenhouses. We just made it to the Hoya greenhouses, which I'm super excited to see, so let's go in. Boom! Hoyas! Hoya flowers! Woohoo! This looks like an obovata. Check out the new leaves, it makes sense. And a pubicalix, something. Oh, peperomia as well. Oyeti. Beautiful xanthosoma. What's the name? Sagitifolium. With beautiful velvet leaves. There seems to be bromeliads and hoyas. Beautiful colors. Ooh, beautiful colors. Wow. I'm not really into bromeliads, but some people say I should be, so. Oh, look, this is a Hoya species affinity Bertoni. Oh no, it's labeled a bilobata. Looks like the one they have in Leiden as well, which is also labeled bilobata, so. Might be from the same source. And look how happy it is growing on the ground, just growing into the soil. Here's a Hoya obscura that's flowering. Beautiful big flowers. Micrantha on this side. Oh, also lots of bromeliads, but I'm kind of skipping to show you the lacunosa and the curtisi. Here's another lacunosa with lots of flowers because it's such an easy flowerer. I love this plant. So fun. So Some more Hoyas back there that we can't really reach. Hoya caudata, it says. That does not look like a caudata to me, but okay. It's fine. Big obovata in the tree. So cool to see them hanging like this, like they would grow in the jungle. Super bushy and in the trees. Hoya acuta. Oh, there's lots of Hoyas everywhere. Uncinata. Ow! Bromeliads are prickly. This is the Cumingiana. The light against us is not great. Oh, this is flowering. This is the bilobata again. That might be species affinity Bertoni. Calicina. Really big leaves. Kind of, is that a Hoya even? Super velvet. That's weird. I've never seen that before. Hoya carnosa. Hoya bella. That's about to flower and flowering. Cute. Oh, and this one's flowering too, which I think it's just a Hoya carnosa. Beautiful little bowl. There's a beautiful Wayeti with lots of really big flowers. It's a little bit hard to show you with the backlight. Oh, Hoya compacta. Also flowering all over the place. Hoya latifolia. And I kind of skipped the inside part, which I didn't realize. These are all also Hoyas. Even the huge ones, they're all Hoyas. This is a pubicalix. Obtusifolia. Look at those big ones. Oh, that's an australis, it says on the label. Hoya species Thailand. Hoya potsi. Beautiful. It's really hot in here and I'm breathing through my mask, so excuse the heavy breathing you might pick up on. Variegated Hoya carnosa, the crimson queen. What's this one? That looks cool too. Really big leaves. And sorry for all the bromeliads people, I'm skipping a lot of them, but they're beautiful as well. Now let's see on this side. That's a bit better to film. Here's a Wayeti. Hoya numularoides. This is all also Hoyas. Crassipes. And a small little carry. Some of the pots are being overgrown by bromeliad like planties. Here's a Hoya ridleyi. Never heard of that, but it looks cool. And this looks very obovata-y. This actually looks amazing. What is that? Let's try and find what that is. This one, Hoya erythrina. Cool, I have that, but not this big and not this red. Cool. Here's an Arnotiana with huge leaves, really thick. On the inside, we've already, oh, wow. This is so pretty, but you can't see it at all. Wait, how can I show you with the light? These flowers. Okay, this is really hard. There's literally backlight from everywhere, but they are so pretty. What plant is that? I want that plant. It might be a pubicalix. Asclepidaisy. Okay, this is a little bit better. Look how beautiful that is. Super dark and huge as well. Look at this bulb in my hand. Here's another one that was hanging all the way down, so it's a little bit easier to show you. But there's so many flowers. That is really cool. Looks really cool with the different kinds as well, the white ones and then the red ones. Oh, I was making it so hard on myself when there's an actual flower just super low down here, although it does have some bugs. But look at the colors, and the leaves confirm that it is a pubicalix, I think. Although leaves cannot confirm Hoya ID at all, but there's a label somewhere that says pubicalix and the flowers look like it as well. Hoya longifolia. Cute little leaves. And Kentiana. Although they might be the same as Wayeti. Who knows? Don't come for me. Breviolata. And on the inside, a few carnosa types that are just overgrowing the whole thing. This is the biggest Hoyas I've ever seen in my life. And also the cutest flowers. And also beautiful bromeliads. which I don't often say, so. My boyfriend does not necessarily like Hoyas, so he left us on our own for this greenhouse. Let's go find him and check out the next one. Wow! Goodbye, beautiful Hoyas! Thank you! Oh, this is awesome. This is the garden with plants that were grown for horticulture rather than agriculture. So we have some caladiums. Actually, lots of caladiums. Beautiful. I love how everything is super overgrown on the paths, and yet all the greenhouses are open to the public, so it's free. Everyone can just walk in. My boyfriend was like, why do homeless people not just chill in here on the sofas? It looks so beautiful and so cool. I love that. It's accessible to everyone. Looks like there's some kind of anthurium here that just has a new leaf, which I'm not gonna touch because they're very fragile still. But look how beautiful the colors are. I can't go in because of COVID. They have different paths. There's a lot of anthuriums in the center as well. Beautiful. Also lots of crotons, which are not my favorite. And some more caladiums. Again, path. Super overgrown. Beautiful white caladium. And then, what is this? Weird alocasia with a stripe in the center? Interesting. If you know what that is, let me know in the comments. We'll go to the other side, which looks a little bit more ferny. Big old doors, beautiful. Can't believe everything is turquoise as well. This is definitely the fern garden. Look at these staghorns. Platycerium bifurcatum. I should learn to say that name properly. Some crocodile ferns as well. Beautiful. And there's literally nobody here. I'm the only one. There's a few people chilling in the gardens, but that's it. Huge fern, by the way. Selaginella. Awesome. I love Selaginella. Fern tree. Unfurling some new leaves. It's adorable. I love fern trees so much. Oh, it smells really earthy in here as well. I think I used to have this fern in my house before I died. It's very peaceful. Ooh, this one's pretty. There's even a sign about Selaginellas. That's cool. Mine died, by the way. I used to have it, but it died. It's not an easy one to grow at home, even in a terrarium. Look at that one. Lunch break! These greenhouses are really cool as well. They can open all the windows, and then the shade cloths are little wooden things that you can open from the top with a rope. So really old-fashioned, but still working well, I think. And it looks really cool. Entree! We're keeping the aeroids for last, so we're going into the cactus greenhouse first. So we thought this greenhouse was locked, but we just ran into one of the gardeners here, Bertrand, and he showed us that the doors to the cactus greenhouse were actually not locked. They were just stuck a little bit, so you have to use a little bit of force. So we're in. We can show you some cactus. There's a lot of them, really tall ones as well. And I like this one. This is super chunky. Beronda magnifica. Really fat. I like it. Opuntias on the sides. All different sizes. This feels like Arizona style, which I have never been, but when I think of that area, I think of these kinds of cactus. Oh, look how pretty. Astrophytum. I have a small one of this shirt. Oh, look, little stapelias as well. There's a lot of aloe as well here. And just agave and stuff. This is a pretty one. I like this. This guy seems to be growing all along the whole thing. You can see it all the way to the end. And then this way as well, all the way to the end. It's just growing on top of the soil, lying down. It's a lazy cactus. This is a blue one, beautiful. Cactus geometrixans or something. This is super hairy. You can actually take the stuff off this and make a sweater if you want. And some blobs. Blobby blobs. Spiky blobs. This is the best, most factoidy tour ever. Whoa, these are long. Watch out. Long spikes. Blobs and spikes everywhere. Really fat blobs and fat spikes. So the only one that is actually locked is the orchids one. If you ask, a gardener will let you in there to see if they have time, I think, but we chose not to ask and bother them. So we're gonna check out some of the begonias in a begonia greenhouse, which I know nothing about begonias. So I can just show you them, but I cannot tell you anything about them. This looks cool. By this point, I had been talking to myself or to you guys for a long time already, so I kind of stopped talking for a while. That's a cool one. Like a forgetti, but begonia. This velveteen one also looked a little bit forgetti-like. And then this one was beautiful. These are all in little greenhouses separately. Oh, this is pretty. Huhuensis. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Whoa. I'm not touching the leaves because I don't know how fragile these are, but this is a stunning begonia. I just love these leaves that look like forgetties. They're very cool. Here's a big Breviremosa, I think. So many different kinds. You'll have to come over and see for yourself if you love begonias. Definitely worth the trip, depending on where you're coming from, of course. Fuzzy. Here is a more palm tree and sansevieria greenhouse that we're also gonna skip. Beautiful big aeroid here in the big hallway. I don't know what it is. If you can read that, let us know. Now we are in the best one. This is a aeroid greenhouse. And I already see some velvet leaves. On the right here, there's some kind of alocasia, really. Oh, philodendron undulatum. And then anthurium magnificum. I think this is similar to the one in the greenhouse in Leiden, where it's called the magnificum, but the petioles are not square, they're round. So it might be some kind of other anthurium. There's a baby leaf there too, by the way. Adorable. Here's the polypodioides. Polypodioides from Suriname. Really chunky stems. It actually looks very tropical when you see it up there. It looks like a palm tree. Some big philodendron imperial green on the floor, and I don't know what that is, but it's huge. Monstera probably. Something Xanthosoma, I think. And then down here, this is beautiful. I want to find out what this is. This looks like the one that was outside as well. And the stem, thick. And then a huge monstera with a fruit as well, by the way. Have you ever seen a monstera fruit before? There you go. There's lots of them up there, although you can't really see with the light. Apparently they are quite tasty if you get them at the right time. Here's a new leaf. Here's another one of those leaves that I was talking about, but I can't find a label. If you know what this is, let me know in the comments. There's more. Oh, there's a regale back there that does not look super happy, but it's there. So that's cool. I think they might need a little bit more love, these anthuriums. Look. Before you start sending threatening emails over there, don't worry. Most of these have been repotted by now. One of the girls who works there, I spoke to her on Instagram, and she's been taking care of especially the anthuriums. There will be more that are not in ideal conditions in this video, but by the time you're watching this, they will have been repotted in a much better, more suited medium and pot. I'll show you an update at the end of the video. Good job, Gabby. Crystallinum just looks really sad and dried out. What happened to you? Oh, Anthurium bakery. And this is quite cool as well. Rhaphidophora cryptantha growing on bits of cork on the floor. Anthurium gracile. Wow, this is big. Oh, and the mister just went on. Something down here. I don't know what that is. Not labels for everything. There's a beautiful, I think, that looks like a rugosum as well. Not quite sure. And then this huge one, Monstera maybe? I don't know. Lots of fenestrated leaves. The stems are crazy. Kind of philodendron. This looks like a xanthosoma as well. Ja, misschien wel een beetje te, dat ze daarom zo zielig zijn. Just so much to see. Huge syngonium leaves. Oh, and this is beautiful. Certis mirabilis. Is that this one as well or no? No, that's this one. So what is this one then? It's pretty. Philodendron equateur, it says. Looks a little bit like a plamani or a mamai. Rhaphidophora decursiva, maybe? I'm guessing. Maybe this is like a Monstera pinidipartita or something like that. I don't know. But it's growing all the way up there. Look how big. And then on the other side, weird looking Philodendron pedatum, maybe? Or maybe the fiddle bipenifolium. There's a big jungle here, so I don't know all the IDs. Big chunky stem with big leaves there. Here's a better one to see. Oh my gosh, what are you doing down there? This is a queen leaf. Just chilling in the corner. I guess it's here. Yeah. Look, there's a big queen anthurium. Warocquianum. And it's not super happy. Oh. Maybe it got stuck against the rekje. What is the word? I don't know. Hopefully, fence. Yes, thank you. Hopefully the next one. Yeah, maybe the fence is put there for a little bit of support. Hopefully it will grow a little bit happier because that is a beautiful big plant. In the back there, another anthurium that we can't get to. And a philodendron. Looks like a Florida, but I don't think they have hybrids here. I don't know what that will be. Can't read from here. This seems to be very, my boyfriend said actually this soil is super wet. So we're gonna try and grow our alocasias and stuff in a little bit more moist soil to give it a little bit more oomph, more boost to grow. Huge monsteras. Welcome. Yeah. This looks like some kind of alocasia that's gonna grow now from the bottom because the top one died off. Begonium. Another something philodendron, I think. I really don't know because it's hard to see even the growth on them. Alocasia amazonica, it says down there. That might be this one. What are you? Beautiful as well. This one is huge. Beautiful in the back there as well, can you see? I might skip over things that you will see better than me because I'm trying to look everywhere. And sometimes when filming with editing afterwards, I'm like, how did I miss that plant? So hopefully you will spot all the cool things. Just a whole bunch of philodendron on a fence. This is also cool. Big leaves. This one actually still looks really happy compared to some of the anthuriums. It looks at least like the regale is growing some new leaves in the back there. There's a little baby plant growing from the side. Huge bush of Rhaphidophora tetrasperma as well. And that looks like a Campos portoanum, maybe? With the funky leaves. Whoa, this is a Philodendron pedatum. Look at those leaves. That is very big. And then there's some kind of anthurium here. Corsinianum hybrid, maybe? Yeah. Oh, that one's so beautiful. We have to go see it. There's a squamiferum there, it says on the label. That one is a Dressleri. That is absolutely stunning, and I hope you can see it a little bit because it's dark. It's a little bit better. This is beautiful. And then there's a alocasia that sounds like Cleopatra, but something else. Clepeolata is how you call it. Look at that, this Dressleri though. Velvety dark leaves. And then the last few. Here is a Papillilaminum anthurium that looks quite sad and ruffled up, but at least it has a lot of leaves compared to some of the other ones that are a little bit sad looking. Wow. I'm especially impressed with that alocasia and that anthurium. I would love to see it up close, but there is a gate, and so this is only for people who work here, which means I can't show you up close. But this is a really cool greenhouse, and literally as well, it's kind of nice and cool in here, and just so many big plants. Here, even a huge Brazil right next to the pathway. Wow. What is that? Hold on. It kind of looks like it says Monstera supinata, if that's something. And I think that's it for all the greenhouses. Quickly going outside again for a bit of fresh air and no more mask. The gardens are also beautiful, but we're not going to show you them in this video because it's going to get very, very long. After editing this video, I contacted Gabby to ask how the plants were doing, and she kindly sent us some video footage of some of these anthuriums that were looking super sad. So I'm going to talk you through that now. First, here is the crystallinum. As you can see, it's now in a much airier pot, and you can see some new growth points on there, so hopefully that's going to be nice and big soon. And then the regale, look at these beautiful new leaves. It seems like it has several growth points, and they just look amazing. So that has really bounced back very well. Thank you so much, Gabby. That really was helpful, and I really appreciate your effort. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and maybe join my Patreon or YouTube membership to get a little bit more early access and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for being here with us, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye, friends. Love from France.